Well, this video in its entirety came from the Grassroots Army channel on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to them, you should be. Get with it.
If you've been following me over the past 3 years, you know that I've been really efficient at calling out the narrative of what was coming down the pipeline. And what I'm seeing right now is the Democratic Party really doesn't have anyone in the bullpen for a possible run here in the near future. We all know Biden's not going to be healthy enough, and they're not going to allow Kamala Harris to run for president because they know for sure that they would lose. So who's left? Gavin Newsom, who has run California into the ground. And lo and behold, we have our nanny governor, Governor Whitmer. So I have been standing up against this woman for over 3 years. And I called this out long ago, that she has her eyes on the White House. And everything that they've been putting out on social media and the fluff pieces that they've been writing about her in the corporate media, I know that they're prepping her for a possible run. Maybe this election cycle, but probably in 2028 here in the future, because they really literally have no one else. And so I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that I'm exposing everything that she has done. We must never forget, in times of crisis, true leadership is expressed. And Governor Whitmer continued time and time again to show us her true colors. She is a career politician. She is backed by elites, and she'll do everything in her power to make sure that she gets ahead in this evil game called politics. And so I'm going to do everything in my power to expose her, to remind people everything that she has done. So enjoy these clips from the past that we created, and I will continue to create.
In June, people who are not yet fully vaccinated are required to continue to mask up when they are indoors. We may have one or more targeted orders in place to protect vulnerable populations, but for the most part, life will be back to normal, and we can have the kind of Independence Day we're all looking forward to. After a year of living with COVID and with masks and distancing and hand washing, I know how jarring any change to our daily lives feels. In this time of transition, I'm asking that people extend one another a little bit of grace. As we return to normal, we should remember that
extend to one another a little bit of grace. The same woman a year ago in June said we needed to implore one another to wear the mask, and if not, do it forcefully. Now we're going to extend grace, which we should. Again, I said from the beginning that we're not going to start pointing the finger at everybody who's bought into this political science. We are going to love on them. We're going to appreciate them, but we're going to educate them and empower them so in the future, we can make the best decisions to move this state and country forward.
Other Michiganders who may have been vaccinated are ready to go mask-free, and that's okay too. Either way, there should be no shaming or guilt tripping. Instead, I encourage people...
No shaming or guilt tripping. What did they do this entire past year with these gosh darn masks? Is the exact opposite. People were confronted in stores. People were confronted in schools. They masked up our athletes. They masked up our babies. And now we're just supposed to forget all of this. And this is what you see, folks, is an elected official because she is no leader. She is planting the seeds because she's running with what's called political science because her polling numbers are dropping like a stone. Like a stone. And now she's trying to change the narrative. Never, ever forget what this woman has done to you and what this woman has done to your children.
To have a conversation with their family doctor about the safe, effective vaccines. Ask your questions and learn more about how incredible they are and how they can help us get back to normal. So personally, since I am 2 weeks past my second dose, I'm going mask-free because I know it's safe for my family and for me and those around me. We should trust one another to make choices that are best for us.
Trust one another to make choices on what is best for us. That is what should have happened from the very beginning. You should have never, ever took away people's constitutional freedoms, their sacred values, and their citizens' rights, regardless of a pandemic. And now she's putting trust. Has she trusted anybody this past year? Because she went on record to say that the legislature wasn't mature enough to handle this crisis. So where is this trust coming from? Again, this is somebody that understands that they have painted themselves in the corner and they have lost this battle. She is 7 months late to the game, folks.